Blogger Luke Randolph explores the abandoned town of Grayhollow, only to find that some secrets should remain buried. Welcome to Echoes of the Past. Luke Randolph, a well-known urban explorer and blogger, specialized in investigating abandoned places. His channel garnered millions of views thanks to his charisma, high-quality footage, and eerie stories. This time, he chose a location shrouded in particularly disturbing rumors, the abandoned town of Grayhollow. Grayhollow was shut down in the 1980s after a series of strange incidents. According to archived reports, experiments involving radio waves that supposedly influenced human consciousness were conducted in the town. But at some point, all communication with Grayhollow was lost. When search teams were finally sent in, they discovered an eerie sight: empty streets, untouched belongings, doors left ajar. The people had vanished as if they had been erased from existence in an instant. No one could explain what had happened. Since then, Grayhollow had become a terrifying myth, a town no one dared to enter. To Luke, it was the perfect idea. The ultimate content, guaranteed to go viral. He prepared meticulously: a powerful flashlight, external batteries, and a high-quality camera. His audience loved chilling stories, and this time, he planned to deliver something truly special. Before setting out, Luke researched everything he could find about Grayhollow: old articles, eyewitness accounts, forum discussions. One particular post caught his attention. "Don't go there. They're still waiting." Luke only smirked. He was used to urban legends and wasn't about to back down. Luke reached the town at sunset. The narrow road leading to it had been abandoned for decades, cracked pavement barely visible under creeping vines. The skeletal remains of long-forgotten street signs jutted out at odd angles, rusted beyond recognition. He had to leave his car at the outskirts. There was no road left to drive on. The last stretch was on foot. He started his live stream, adjusted his hoodie, and stepped forward. "Guys, this is insane! Look at this!" Luke's voice carried excitement, though a subtle edge of nervousness crept in. His camera trembled slightly as he walked down the empty streets. The stream's chat immediately buzzed. "Where is everyone? This looks like Silent Hill. Are you sure you should be there?" It was as if time had frozen in Grayhollow. Houses with shattered windows, rusted cars left in the middle of the road, mailboxes tilting on their last hinges. Weeds sprouted through cracks in the asphalt, reclaiming the land. One door bore a peeling warning: danger. Luke peered inside one of the houses. Everything remained untouched: a table covered in dust, chairs neatly in place, a cabinet filled with dishes. A set of clothes was folded carefully on a bed, as if its owner had just stepped out for a moment and never returned. He ran a finger across a bookshelf, watching the thick dust swirl in the dim light. The air was stale, carrying the faint scent of mold and decay. As he moved deeper inside, the floor creaked beneath his weight. He hesitated near a doorway, listening. A faint rustling, like paper shifting, echoed from upstairs. Luke turned sharply, his heart pounding. He swallowed hard, forcing out a chuckle. "Probably just the wind," he muttered, though his grip on the camera tightened. He wandered into a bedroom and spotted a framed photo of a family: a man, a woman, and a child. The date on the back read 1983, but the photo looked brand new. Luke ran his thumb over the glossy surface. The chat erupted again. "That picture should be old. Why does it look new?" "Dude, leave! Check the back again." He glanced over his shoulder, suddenly feeling exposed. It was as if unseen eyes were watching him from the corners of the darkened rooms. The oppressive silence of the town pressed against his ears. He decided to check more houses. In one, he found a dinner table set for a meal, plates still holding traces of rotted food. He picked up a fork, its handle sticky with something unidentifiable. His stomach twisted in disgust as he hastily set it down. Further down the street, he found a newspaper stand. The last printed date, October 14th, 1983. He brushed away the dust, revealing the faded headlines, local events, government notices, as if no day had passed since. The chat was going wild. "Bro, this place is cursed? Leave now!" What if they're still here? Luke only grinned nervously and pressed on. He pressed on toward the town center, where an old radio tower loomed, a structure many believed was the source of the mysterious signals. As he emerged onto the square, the sky behind the tower burned a deep crimson. Luke swallowed hard. The air here felt heavier, suffocating. Steeling himself, he approached the building at the tower's base. The door, though rusted, creaked open easily when he pulled the handle. Inside, darkness swallowed everything. Luke switched on his flashlight. The beam revealed a long corridor lined with doors. The air was thick with dust and dampness. Slowly, he moved forward, the floorboards creaking beneath his steps. His own breath echoed in the stillness. In one room, he found old monitors and stacks of papers. Unlike the rest of the town, this place didn't look abandoned. It looked as if people had just left. He zoomed in on a yellowed document, reading aloud for his viewers. It was a list of names. Each one was crossed out. At the bottom, a single word: vanished. Luke felt a chill run down his spine. He reached out and ran his fingers over the paper. It was too clean, too preserved, as if it had been placed there recently. He turned abruptly as a metallic clang echoed down the corridor. A radio sat on a desk, its dial shifting on its own. Static hissed from the speaker, and for a brief second, a voice murmured something indistinct. Luke leaned in closer, barely breathing. "They hear you?" the voice whispered. He stumbled backward, his pulse skyrocketing. His flashlight flickered. The air crackled with unseen energy. A door at the end of the hall creaked open by itself, revealing a stairway spiraling up into darkness. Luke hesitated. Every instinct screamed at him to leave, but his viewers were watching. He took a deep breath and climbed the stairs. Each step groaned under his weight. At the top, he found a control room, ancient radio equipment, tangled wires, dusty consoles. A massive window overlooked the town, though the glass was cracked and warped. He approached a control panel. His fingers hovered over the dials. Then the static surged. The lights cut out completely. A cold breath grazed his neck. Luke whirled around, his camera catching a glimpse of a pale, outstretched hand reaching for him. The feed glitched, distorting his terrified face. The last thing his viewers saw was his panicked expression before the screen went black. Luke Randolph was never seen again. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and subscribe to Echoes of the Past. There's more to come.